What's up, Cowboys Nation? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we've got some huge news that's been making waves all across the NFL, and trust me, no one, and I mean no one, saw this coming. Stephen Jones, the man himself, just dropped a bombshell on Cowboys fans everywhere with an announcement that has left the entire fan base stunned. Is it good? Is it bad? We're gonna break it down, analyze it, and talk about what this means for the future of America's team. So sit tight, hit that like button, and make sure you're subscribed because we're diving in right now. Now, before we dive into the specifics, let's set the stage a little bit. Stephen Jones has always been known as a straight shooter. He's not the type to shy away from tough decisions, and he's certainly not afraid to make bold moves. But this announcement has completely shocked even the most seasoned NFL insiders. So, let's get right to it. What exactly did Stephen Jones say that left everyone in shock? Well, during a press conference yesterday, Stephen made an unexpected announcement that's got the whole league buzzing. And I'm talking about a massive decision involving the future of the Cowboys roster, and possibly the future of the team as we know it. I mean, folks, Stephen announced, and this is going to hit hard for a lot of you, that the Cowboys are going to make some bold, game-changing moves in the coming weeks that could shake up the roster. And the kicker? He didn't specify what those moves are yet. But, and this is where it gets really interesting, he mentioned that the Cowboys will be looking to make some high-profile trades. Yeah, you heard that right. Trades. Now, what exactly does that mean? Are we talking about players like Prescott, Micah Parsons, or CeeDee Lamb? Could we be seeing the Cowboys make a huge splash in free agency? Or maybe they're eyeing a big name in the trade market? The possibilities are endless, but the uncertainty is what's driving fans absolutely crazy right now. So, let's break it down a little. Why would Stephen Jones come out and make such a bold, undecided statement? I mean, the Cowboys are in a good place right now, right? We've got a solid roster, we're competitive, and we've got talent on both sides of the ball. So why make these drastic changes now? Well, when you look at the Cowboys' performance over the past few seasons, you can see that we've been close. We've had playoff appearances, and we've had some thrilling moments. But we all know that close isn't good enough in this league. Stephen Jones has seen what we've seen. An incredibly talented team, but one that just hasn't been able to break through the wall and make it all the way to the Super Bowl. The Cowboys have been underperforming in the postseason for years. And it's clear that, from Stephen's perspective, something's got to change if the Cowboys are going to be true Super Bowl contenders. The moves he's hinting at could be a signal that the Cowboys are preparing to go all in to finally make the big move that pushes us over the top. Now, let's not forget that Stephen is part of the Jones family legacy. We're talking about a man who has seen his fair share of both triumph and failure. Jerry Jones has been the face of the franchise for years, but Stephen has really stepped up in recent seasons as a key decision maker. And if we've learned anything from him over the years, it's that he doesn't make these kinds of announcements without a solid plan in place. So, now let's talk about the biggest question on everyone's mind. Could Stephen Jones really be planning to trade away some of the star players on the team? I mean, think about it, this team has some major talent, but we also have some big contracts and some positions where we could use some serious upgrades. We've heard trade rumors swirling around some of the Cowboys' biggest names, like Prescott and CeeDee Lamb. But are the Cowboys really that desperate to shake things up? Would they go so far as to trade away their franchise quarterback or their superstar wide receiver? It's definitely not out of the question, but it would take a huge return for the Cowboys to even consider that kind of move. Look, I'm not saying it's a sure thing, but if Stephen is serious about making some major trades, there are a few areas of the team that could use some tweaking. Take the secondary, for example. The Cowboys' defensive backfield has been a weak point for years. Could they trade a big-name player to bring in a game-changing cornerback or safety? It's possible. Or maybe the Cowboys are thinking about shoring up their offensive line. While it's been solid in recent seasons, a dominant defensive line could be the key to unlocking an even more powerful offense. What if Steven is thinking about making a blockbuster trade for a star offensive lineman to take us to the next level? So, let's talk about the big picture. What does all of this mean for the future of the Dallas Cowboys? Well, it's clear that Stephen Jones isn't content with just making the playoffs or winning a division title. This is about one thing: championships. The Cowboys are hungry for their next Super Bowl, and they're willing to make some bold moves to get there. We're entering a new era of Cowboys football, and I think Stephen Jones is ready to do whatever it takes to build a dynasty. We've seen what happens when the Cowboys go all in. The 90s were an absolute glory era. Could we be on the cusp of something similar? Only time will tell. Now, let's take a look at how the Cowboys fanbase is reacting to all of this. As you can imagine, people are losing their minds. Some fans are excited, thinking this could finally be the year the Cowboys make that big move and win the Super Bowl. Others are more cautious, wondering if Steven's bold move could end up backfiring. The excitement is palpable. And if you asked me, I think Cowboys Nation is ready for a change. We want to win a Super Bowl, and if that means shaking things up, then so be it. So, there you have it, folks. Stephen Jones has dropped a major bombshell on Cowboys Nation, and we still don't know exactly what it means for the future. One thing's for sure, though: the Cowboys are making moves. Will it be enough to bring home that elusive Super Bowl? We'll have to wait and see. But as always, I'm here to keep you guys updated on every single twist and turn. Make sure you're subscribed, hit that like button, and leave a comment below letting me know how you feel about these big changes coming to the Cowboys.